Reacher's Alan Ritchson eyes a return to Blue Mountain State in potential sequel series. Reacher star Alan Ritchson may be ready to re-enroll in Blue Mountain State for another year. A sequel to the cult classic comedy series is being shopped by Lionsgate Television, with the action star set to reprise his role as inspirational football team captain Kevin "Thad" Castle. The key players of the original team are reportedly returning too, with his co-stars Darren Brooks and Chris Romano in line to take the field again alongside him. Deadline has also heard that Romano will pick back up as co-creator alongside Eric Falconer. Originally airing for 3 seasons between 2010 and 2011 on Spike, Blue Mountain State was a raunchy sports comedy following a group of incoming freshmen who adapt to college life in the fictitious Midwestern college football powerhouse. Their chaotic stint at the university saw them try to balance football, girls, classes, and vicious hazing as they got involved with BMS's vaunted team, the Mountain Goats. Thanks to a successful GoFundMe campaign, the series was given a follow-up film, Blue Mountain State: The Rise of Thadland, taking place during the player's senior year after Ritchson's Thad was drafted into the NFL. Several platforms are already said to be interested in acquiring the Blue Mountain State sequel. Among them is Amazon, which is intimately familiar with Ritchson thanks to his turn as the absolute, ridiculously proportioned unit that is Jack Reacher. Netflix has also emerged as a natural fit, given that the streamer has played a key role in the cult status of the comedy series. There are no details yet about the plot, but it could see the trio of Thad, Alex Moran Brooks, and Sammy Cacciatore Romano returning to the titular college in a new capacity. Where have the Blue Mountain State cast members been? In the years since leaving his teammates behind, Ritchson has blossomed into an in-demand star in Hollywood. He's confirmed to return for a 3rd season of Reacher, as the action series has soared as one of Amazon's finest, but he also has a fair few impressive big-screen roles to his name. He starred as Raphael in both of Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films, was one of the returning victors reaped for the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and more recently, joined the star-studded family of Fast X. 2024 has already seen him appear in the faith-based film Ordinary Angels with Hilary Swank, but he's also lined up for Guy Ritchie's The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare with Henry Cavill in April. Brooks and Romano haven't been as busy on screen, but still boast several notable roles. The former has taken a bevy of parts around television, settling in as a main cast member on The Bold and the Beautiful since 2013, and taking over for Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Guy in the Croods follow-up series Family Tree. Romano, meanwhile, has continued writing in addition to acting, with his last credit coming for Sarah Silverman's series I Love You, America. His voice could also be heard occasionally in the Adult Swim hit Rick and Morty. Stay tuned here at Collider for more, as the 3 stars aim to reunite for the Blue Mountain State sequel. The original series can be streamed free with ads via Amazon's Freevee. Alan Ritchson, best known for his recent portrayal of the towering and justice-driven Jack Reacher, has made headlines for a new yet nostalgic reason: a potential return to his comedic roots in revival of the beloved cult hit Blue Mountain State, BMS. The idea of bringing back the outrageous world of football, frat parties, and endless shenanigans has been brewing for years, and now, with Ritchson's increasing star power, the possibility of a Blue Mountain State sequel series is looking more promising than ever. Fans of the original series are buzzing with excitement at the prospect of seeing Ritchson reprise his role as the brash and hilariously self-absorbed Thad Castle. For those unfamiliar with Blue Mountain State, it aired from 2010 to 2011 and quickly became a fan favorite due to its irreverent humor and over-the-top depiction of college football culture. Set at the fictional Blue Mountain State University, the series followed the lives of several members of the football team, their chaotic, party-filled lives, and their sometimes misguided but always entertaining pursuit of athletic glory. Central to the show's humor and energy was Thad Castle, the team's egomaniacal and blissfully dim-witted captain, played by Alan Ritchson. His absurd antics, questionable leadership, and bizarre obsession with masculinity made him an iconic character in the world of TV comedy. A cult classic legacy, although Blue Mountain State was canceled after just 3 seasons, it quickly gained a cult following, especially as it found new life on streaming platforms. Fans adored its unapologetic humor and unfiltered look at the extreme and exaggerated aspects of college life. The show also provided a platform for its cast, including Ritchson, to showcase their comedic talents, often pushing the envelope in ways few TV comedies dared to at the time. Ritchson's portrayal of Thad Castle was undoubtedly one of the highlights of the series. His physicality, standing at an imposing 6'4", paired with his character's boorish charm and complete lack of self-awareness, made him a comedic powerhouse. Thad Castle embodied the hyper-masculine jock stereotype in the most exaggerated and absurd way possible, which is precisely what made the character so beloved by fans. Whether it was his bizarre pep talks, inappropriate team rituals, or ridiculous personal insecurities, Thad was always at the center of the show's most outrageous moments. In 2016, a Blue Mountain State movie titled Blue Mountain State: The Rise of Thadland was released after a successful crowdfunding campaign, further solidifying the show's dedicated fan base. The movie allowed fans to see Ritchson step back into Thad's cleats for another round of absurdity, and while it gave some closure to the series, it also left the door open for more. And now, with Ritchson's recent success in Hollywood, a full-fledged sequel series could be the next chapter. The rise of Alan Ritchson. Since his Blue Mountain State days, Ritchson's career has taken an impressive trajectory. In addition to his comedic chops, he's shown his versatility as an actor, tackling more serious and physically demanding roles. His portrayal of Jack Reacher in the Reacher series on Amazon Prime was a breakout moment, earning him widespread acclaim for his brooding yet charismatic take on the beloved character from Lee Child's novels. In Reacher, Ritchson plays a drifter with a military background who solves complex mysteries with brute force and sharp intellect, a far cry from the antics of Thad Castle, yet a testament to Ritchson's range as an actor. Given his success with Reacher and other action-packed roles, the question arises, why would Ritchson consider revisiting Blue Mountain State, a raunchy comedy from a decade ago? The answer likely lies in his genuine affection for the character and the series itself. In interviews, Ritchson has expressed a deep fondness for Thad Castle and the wild, carefree world of BMS. The character allowed him to fully embrace physical comedy in a way that few roles do. Additionally, the strong fan base behind Blue Mountain State has never really faded. The show continues to resonate with audiences, particularly younger viewers, discovering it for the first time on streaming platforms. The appeal of a sequel, the idea of a Blue Mountain State sequel series with Ritchson back in his role as Thad, is especially intriguing given the current landscape of television. In an era where reboots and sequels to beloved series are thriving, think Fuller House, that 90s show, and the upcoming Frasier revival, Blue Mountain State is ripe for a return. The show's unique blend of absurdity and heart could strike a chord with both longtime fans and new audiences looking for escapist humor. If a sequel series does come to fruition, it would be interesting to see where Thad Castle and the rest of the BMS crew are now. Would Thad still be living in a world of delusion and excess, or would he have matured, even slightly, after leaving college football? Part of the fun of the character is imagining how his life might have spiraled, or, improbably, how he might have stumbled into success. The possibilities for comedic storytelling are endless. Thad Castle, the return for Alan Ritchson. Returning to Thad Castle wouldn't just be a fun nostalgia trip, it would be a chance to revisit a character that helped launch his career. Despite the dramatic, intense roles he has taken on in recent years,